President Trump's controversial comments at the Oval Office meeting on Thursday are coming back to haunt him tonight.
The Democrats are now working on a censure resolution. KCAL 9 political reporter Bryan joins us now with the latest. Dave.
Day 2 of the latest presidential crisis, and things still seem to be heating up on this one. New information tonight about President Trump's Thursday immigration meeting, where he made a derogatory and inflammatory comment about Africa and Haiti. The New York Times reports at least one senator at that meeting, Republican Lindsey Graham, confronted the president for his comments and told him that America is an idea, not a race. And then there's the ultimate irony of timing.
Mr. President, will you give an apology for the statement yesterday?
President Trump ignoring reporters' questions.
Mr. President, are you a racist?
The day after President Trump reportedly made a crude comment about African countries and Haiti, he presided over a ceremony honoring civil rights icon Martin Luther King Jr., reading a statement.
No matter what the color of our skin or the place of our birth, we are all created equal by God.
But the president's read statement did little to quell the angry reaction to reports that the president made the vulgar reference during a meeting with bipartisan lawmakers on immigration yesterday, and indicated the United States should be more focused on bringing in immigrants from countries like Norway. Lawmakers in Washington and leaders around the world left stunned. In a series of tweets, President Trump denied using that specific profanity and turned his focus on Democrats, saying, "The language used by me at the DACA meeting was tough, but this was not the language used. What was really tough was the outlandish proposal made, a big setback for DACA."
It is not true. He said these hate-filled things, and he said them repeatedly.
Illinois Senator Dick Durbin was in the room and says he heard the president say it loud and clear.
I can't imagine there's ever been a president who said those words in the Oval Office at the White House. They were vile, hate-filled, and clearly racial in their content. Sickened me.
But many Republicans didn't specifically condemn the president's remarks.
I read those comments later last night. So first thing that came to my mind was very unfortunate, unhelpful.
In fact, Republican senators Tom Cotton and David Perdue, who were present at the Oval Office meeting, were even more circumspect, releasing a statement saying, "We do not recall the president saying these comments specifically." But Hancock Park Congressman Ted Lieu told CNN it's hard to believe they can't recall.
Well, it tells me that Senators Cotton and Perdue are lying. If the President of the United States said the word "ho" 24 hours ago, you would know that. Either the president said it or he didn't. You don't say you don't recall, and that tells me the president actually did say that.
This isn't the first time Donald Trump has been called out for making racially inflammatory remarks, like this on Mexican immigrants.
They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists, and some, I assume, are good people.
To his defense of white supremacist protesters.
We are a people!
In Charlottesville last year.
You had some very bad people in that group, but you also had people that were very fine people on both sides.
Last year, CNN correspondent Jim Acosta asked about whether White House immigration policies are racially motivated.
You're trying to engineer the racial and ethnic flow of people into this country.
Jim, that is one of the most outrageous, insulting, ignorant, and foolish things you've ever said.
Now, the chairman of the Congressional Black Caucus says he'll be pushing next week for a censure resolution against President Trump's inflammatory racial comments.
So we will introduce a censure resolution. I'm sure that the Republican leadership will maneuver so that we don't have an up or down vote on it. But we think it's important, not only for America, but for the world to know that Donald Trump is not speaking for America when he says statements like that.
Now, President Trump has reportedly been working the phones trying to gauge the reaction to his comments. Sources told some news outlets that Trump was seeking reassurance, but was also concerned about how the controversy was playing with his core supporters. So a lot of activity still in this. Yeah.
Dave, I'd love to get your opinion on if you think something like this is going to stick as far as the news cycle goes? Will we remember this 2-3 months down the road?
The way things are happening these days, your guess is as good as mine, right? I mean, who knows? But certainly there is some indication that the latest Trump firestorm and the anger it has generated could create a much bigger problem next week. Next Friday, the federal government will start shutting down if a funding package is not approved by Congress, and the chances of a shutdown seem to be growing by the hour, since Democrats say they won't vote to extend funding unless there's a provision in the bill to protect the DACA dreamers. And right now, that's not looking likely. That issue was the reason the president called the Oval Office immigration meeting yesterday when he went into his tirade about African immigrants. And the bitter outcome of that meeting makes it hard to believe that a solution can be found in the 4 working days for Congress next week. Jeff, Lena, back to you.